Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are in pretty big trouble here, because as you can see in that top right hand corner, we're down to about half health, which is not great. We could be facing a game over situation, or a, start the day again, case again. I don't know how it works, but we could be in a situation where we're going to have to backtrack a bit, which is very concerning. It turns out Von Karma is absolutely brutal and it's making our life hell. So there we go. We tried presenting some evidence last time, we got it wrong. So I'm just going to go through and read these again just to see if I can really think about what we're doing, because I guess we've maybe got 2 more strikes here and then we're out. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. I don't care how many Von Karmic objections I get, I'm going to find a hole in this testimony. Okay, so it was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Now I think this is the one that we need to present something on. Last time we tried to present the article, the gaudy article about essentially the Loch Ness Monster, right, but the version in this game. So I presented this, giant life form appears in Gourd Lake, hot news. There's a picture of 2 people, and then there's Gordy in the background. We can't really see any of the text because it's all blurred out. So I presented that saying that maybe she was actually there for the Gordy thing instead of for the meteor shower, but that was wrong. So we've got a map. I mean, we could look at the map. Okay, so she's over there. I don't really think that helps us out much. We've got the gun and the bullet I don't think are relevant. This probably won't be relevant. The photo we already presented. That I don't think is going to be relevant. I mean, we have got the camera, so maybe it's the camera that we need to present. In all honesty, I don't really see what else it could be, so I don't know, let's try it. We could be in trouble. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Ah. Ugh. Okay. Maybe something. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honour. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Ah, this is going to be where we have to present... Oh god, we could lose 2 bars here, okay. Your Honour, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Right. This is going to be where we have to show this, surely. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. The proof that she was at the lake. I mean, she was at the lake. Is it literally the whole point is that she was at the lake? See, I was trying to photograph this Gordy. I mean, we're going to have to say we have proof. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster? I mean... Alright, we're going to have to be really careful here. The pistol and the bullet are irrelevant. We've got the map, and I don't think... I mean, the map shows her car, but I don't think that's going to prove that she was there trying to photograph this Gordy. The article... I mean, I don't see how that helps. We can't even read it. It's not a picture of her, is it? No, it's not. So, it's not like we can say that. Is there anything here, maybe? I don't think so. I mean, it is taking a photo of what's going on the lake instead of the sky, though. So it'll automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. I mean, it faces the lake, so it could be that. Or it could be this photograph. I mean, the photograph is actually proof that she was looking at the lake, right? The camera says that it was facing the lake, but the photograph is actually of the lake rather than the sky. So should we go for the photo? God, this is very difficult. It's going to be a toss-up between these two, I think. The camera set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Taken automatically. So, I mean, the fact it was taken automatically means it was pointed at the lake. But this faces the lake. Let's go with the camera. And really hope we don't lose these 2 bars. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. ... And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Where does it say that? Giant life form appears in Gourd Lake, hot news. I don't see where it says that. We can't even read the text. Is there a way to like flip it over or something? Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? ... Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy, you got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. I mean, isn't that just sort of ruining the credibility of your witness, though? Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. ... Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to. And I'm going to spot it. ... Okay, so we've got another testimony now. Lotta's new testimony. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. 2 gunshots. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. 2 gunshots, yet we've only got 1 photo, right? Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Objection. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. Really? Objection. Yeah, let's object to that. Not that we have a choice. I claim the defence's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honour. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction? Possibly. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. Okay. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honour. Okay. Well, we managed to get through that last bit unscathed, which is good. However, we are still pretty low on health. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I mean, I'm sort of worried now that we're gonna get penalised for pressing, which is sort of my strategy throughout this game. But let's do it. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. Alright, we got away with that one. I'm an investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. Guess what? What? There was a UFO, UFO, just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Yeah, it is actually. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah! They even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news' Rumour of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honour. Okay, fine. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyses every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. See, but she was saying there were two sounds, and we've only seen one picture. It snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. Yeah, strange. But that's all I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake could be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah, is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... Oh, come on! He's hiding something. The reason she was there is important. Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. When I heard that bang, I looked straight out the lake. So she's saying she heard a bang, she looked at the lake, then there was like the flash and another bang, which was the gun going off, right? So what was the first bang? Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot, so there were two gunshots. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know, if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence? Okay. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Okay. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands and I heard another gunshot. So 2 gunshots, 1 photo. That's the key here, I think. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither. Could somebody have been in that hut? Where was like the boat rental place? Over that way maybe? I'd better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. Okay, so I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Okay, so we're going to need to find... Actually, I'm not a research student at university. I don't necessarily think that's a big deal. So I think it's going to be something to do with the sounds. Investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it would be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. Now, I think that's fine. I don't think there's really anything else. See, this was fired 3 times, this gun, so even if there were 2 shots, there's only 1 photo, 2 shots that she's heard, but 3 shots fired from the gun. So none of this is adding up, is it? And there was only 1 bullet in the body. Weird. Okay, let's think. I've got the camera. Okay, let's keep on. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at that lake. Okay, so this could be important because he said something about this, right? About she wouldn't be looking for like for that or something. I don't know. Article, the photo, the camera. I mean, this is quite difficult, isn't it? This is very difficult actually, because I'm really worried about pressing something and getting getting that health bar coming down, but it's not actually flashing, so maybe it wouldn't be all that bad if we did something and got it wrong. I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. So maybe it's this one that we need to present some evidence on, because she would be, there wasn't much else to look at, so she was looking at the boat. And as Phoenix said, why would she be looking at the boat if she heard a bang and potentially thought that the gaudy thing was there? I don't know. I'm really worried about presenting the wrong thing here. Okay, so let's go through this again. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Okay, I'm not a research student. Camping, that's what I was hiding. I looked straight. I think it's this one. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just looked at the boat the whole time. I think it's this one. I think. Let's see what we got. So she was saying that there wasn't anything to look at, but she just watched the boat. So there's the camera, which would have taken the picture. There's the picture itself. And then there's the article. So maybe it is the article, because she's saying that there wasn't much else to look at, so she just watched the boat. But actually she was there for the gaudy thing, so why would she be looking at the boat if she thought Gordy had potentially arrived by the sound? So I'm going to go for this. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what I was saying is. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah! Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Haha. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Well. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there. No. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Dot dot dot. Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. Really? I was sure I was watching that boat, till now. Dot dot dot. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and what? Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Wow. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. Ah! She said it will drop the quality it might, but should let us see who's who. So we need to see the original photo. If this is the enlarged one that's dropped the quality, or maybe this isn't the enlarged one. Maybe she's got an enlarged one that lets us see. It's one or the other, right? She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it will mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Wait and see what happens. Ooh, okay. I think we want her to show the enlargement. Yeah, because otherwise Von Karma's going to shut it down. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Objection. No objections. Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. Burn! You old fool. Ha ha ha. Excellent. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. No objections from you. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. Okay. We still cannot see who's firing in this. We can't, but I mean, it could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Okay, lake photo added to the court record. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good has it done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo, somewhere. Alright guys, well, we are going to look for the clue in the photo next time because we are well out of time. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Tony Nerdy, Paul's My Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kubadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zolties. And I will see you next time where we are just about clinging on to our lives.